Let's move on then and let's get our first corporate on the show, Hatsune Agro, to discuss more about the company's business and how things are shaping up. We're joined by Mr. R.G. Chandramogan, the chairman of Hatsune Agro, who joins us on the show. Hi, sir. Good morning and wishing you a good start to the year and hoping FY25 is an absolute star for you as well as your team. Well, let's get a couple of details out of the way then. For FY25, what kind of a volume growth are you factoring in? And also your margins, well, they are holding around 11.5% odd. Do you expect to see a better margin number in the coming fiscal, say an improvement of around 150, 200 basis points?
We can expect 150 basis point, we can expect it. But actually the base is now set. Actually the capacity utilization is also better in all divisions. And the milk arrivals have improved in the last 7-8 months. And the inflation is constrained. So there won't be any issue for us to grow in the coming year without any difficulty. Margins are likely to improve, sales are also likely to improve.
Right. You want to put a number to that, sir? You're saying margins can improve by around 150 basis points. Since your utilization levels are moving up, what kind of volume growth can we see?
Volume growth, as there is no inflation, the volume growth, what we are expecting is somewhere around 15% we can expect.
15% volume growth is what you're expecting. Okay, that is for which year? This is for FY25, right?
24-25 versus 23-24.
Okay, FY25, got it. Can you tell us what is you spoke about the volume growth of 15%, but in terms of margins in FY25, what are you looking at? And overall on the top line growth as well, what is your, what is your expectation?
The top line growth of 15% and on the bottom line, 1-2.5% increase is possible. Because actually we have got enough stock of material to just go through the season. And last year before we had the raw material prices out of control. Now everything is under control and we have got enough stock to manage. There is no issue for us to manage.
Okay, by the way, just take a look at the market. Almost a 200-point rally is what we're seeing on the Nifty right now. It's a big move this morning. The Sensex is now up almost 600 points and it's a manic move that we're seeing. The Nifty has once again hit record highs, crossing its earlier level. Remember, the earlier record high was 22,526 and now the Nifty has very, comfortably crossed that level. We, of course, had a couple of weeks of volatile phase where a lot of people were talking about a 5-10% correction. None of that played out. The Nifty sort of climbed every wall of worry. Once again, Sensex and the Nifty at all-time highs. So begun on a very strong note. But Mr. Chandramogan, if you can just tell us a little more about, what is the outlook on the ice cream business going forward over the next couple of months? What are you looking at in terms of big trends?
The ice cream trend is very positive. This year, probably the temperature is also likely to be hotter and better. And last year, probably the school holidays and other things also clashed. And the holidays were just balancing out after COVID. Now the holidays are starting by April 7th. The season should be much better, in my opinion. But we have to progressively see by about 15th of April. Trend seems to be very positive.
So hi, good morning. Prashant here. You talk about summers and what comes to one's mind is ice creams. Could you give us a qualitative sense of how that business is likely to pan out? And, what's the lay of the land in terms of competitive intensity? Lots of newer brands, right? New age brands. Some are priced at a very premium end of the market. So we see a fair bit of advertising there. But overall, can you give us a sense?
In fact, probably ice cream is likely to grow much faster in the summer season. And also not only ice cream, probably we also have our curd division, which is likely to do better in the summer. Summer is suitable for both the commodities, that is ice cream as well as curd. And we expect good momentum in both, as a matter of fact. This will be for the future for us.
Got it. All right. Well, sir, what about debt repayment plans? I think the last recorded debt number is around 1,600 crores odd. You could correct me on that number. By the end of this fiscal, that's FY25, what is the number likely to look like?
Sorry, give me again.
The debt number, the last recorded number, I think it's close to around 1,583 crores or thereabouts, close to 1,600 crores. In the coming year, what kind of repayment are you looking at?
Debt will be reducing by June end because of the consumption that we are likely to have and also the demand for the commodities. Debt is likely to come down by June quarter. Right now,
By June?
almost the same thing is maintained.
So by June quarter, it comes down to sub 1,000 crores?
Maybe 1,300, 1,200 is possible.
1,300. Okay, it comes down by, so that'll be nearly 300 to 400 crores lower in comparison to the number that we last have. And by the end of the year, what does it go to? FY25, FY26. I recall you telling us that in the next few years, you're expecting the debt to come down to sub 500 crores. So by when?
Around 2025 June, you can expect the debt to come down to 500.
2025.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about competition? I mean, the Amul management is getting very aggressive right now, and a lot of other brands in this space, a lot of newer brands have come through as well, new age brands rather. How are you competing and how are you sort of navigating this space right now?
Different products we compete with, ice cream as well as milk and curd and all that. And we have our own profile and probably technology-wise, we have made a very good investment in ice cream. The type of products what we make is very unique in the market. So that is giving an advantage for us. We have made heavy investments on extruded technology. And the latest plant of ours in Hyderabad is able to churn it out. And we are also able to get a premium out of it. So our growth is good and probably we expect it to be better in the coming summer.
All right, we leave it at that, sir. Thanks a lot for joining in and giving us your thoughts on the business as well as the way forward.